Whew, that was some awesome hot yoga class. It's nice and warm outside. Of course, my AC is out right now in my car, but I am blessed to have a car, and I'll get to it. My life is so busy and full these days that I can't even get over to my mechanic, and that's fine. Eventually I will. What I wanted to talk to you about is today on Shaman Soup, I was inspired in yoga again. I get these like downloads and inspirations in my class while I'm meditating, moving meditation 26 and 2 postures from Bikram style yoga here at Long Beach Yoga since 2012. Anyway, so today I was picturing, I've been thinking about relationships and love and, where I'm going. I've been like on this self-love journey since December 6th, December 7th. 7 months, 220 days, and it's real specific because I've been really affected. I was deeply in love, and I had to let that go. I had to let that relationship go, and I'm still to this day learning how to let that go because it was so beautiful and wonderful, and I love that person very much, and her family, and as well as all the other people I've had long-term relationships with in the past. But what I wanted to get to was, in the future, like, who is my new partner? Will I have a new partner? It's been told to me that I should, hey. It's been told to me that recommended that I spend time alone and to go within, and that's what I've been doing. I've also been meeting some incredible women and people that I am attracted to, and I've put out feels here and there, and I have some connections, and I'm really thankful for those people and the response that I've been getting from those wonderful women. And whether it's just a lunch date or a dinner or going out to play pool, shoot pool, I was corrected last night. Those are really fun and meaningful things for me right now as I heal, because I'm pretty traumatized. But I'm all right, and I'm doing great. And, so while I was doing yoga today, I was thinking about how whales, and other sea life, sometimes they attract barnacles, and the barnacles live off of that person, and they attach themselves, and it's a codependent relationship. And this is not to insult anybody. This is just completely I see as I'm entering the dating pool and what I have to offer, which is an incredible amount. I mean, they say, Sherman's March left a path of destruction, and I've left a path of construction in almost every single relationship I've been in, where I met people who were struggling and ended up helping them rebuild their lives, build their lives. They were also helped me get my S together, and but I'm in this place where self-love and self-care and knowing thyself and going within, and that's really truly where I'm at. I found myself practicing on the beach the other day. I was practicing yesterday. It was a beautiful day, and instead of just jumping in the water, I like to stretch. So I began doing my Bikram yoga practice, and I did the whole series. The only thing I didn't do was the last final breath exercise, which I did meditate, and I did actually do a Kriya yoga exercise, and that's something brand new I learned from some YouTube videos, and I understand the power of Kriya and that sort of exercise, and it's not to be taken lightly. And I want a guru. I want to have proper study with a lot of things, but it doesn't mean you can't utilize something. So I did this breath, and I also utilized some Kundalini yoga, where I was taught the Om Namo Gurudev Namo many years ago, and I was using that. I was oming, I was breathing. So I used all these different yoga practices and ancient practices yesterday while I was about to get in the water. It was just a beautiful thing. And I'm not subconscious. I don't care who's watching me. If anything, I'd like to inspire people, and that's what Ninja Noir Academy and Shaman Soup is all about. It's to share what I'm doing, what I'm going through, and inspire other people to get involved and to share. Each one teach one. I'm a spiritual guy. I'm also slightly religious. I mean, I was brought up in a religious background, and I love Judaism and I love religion. And I also learn from other cultures and other religions, and I feel like I'm a common connector, not the lowest common denominator, but like, because that expression lowest, I don't feel I'm a lowest, but maybe I'm a medium level common denominator. And I'm working really hard on being an ascended master. And I'm very human. I mean, last night I was insulting to some of my bandmates, and I have to apologize to them, but I also had a great time. I was under a lot of pressure, and musically I was being challenged, and otherwise I was being challenged. But we are human, and it's progress, not perfection. So here we are, it's July 15th and 2026. And today I had this vision in yoga about the whale and the barnacle, and my next relationship, I want somebody to be a mate. I want there to be another whale out there, not someone who just wants to feed off of me. Not somebody who has more resource than me and yet wants me to pay for everything, wants me to contribute half to everything. I want a person that is ready to gift me gifts and pay for things once in a while, to offer to just take me somewhere or buy something. And I actually don't care about any of that stuff. But when I feel like things are one-sided and I'm the only one paying for things and it's expected to pay for things, and then there's all these holidays and I'm supposed to buy gifts, and then there's all these relatives I'm supposed to buy gifts, and it's like that forced sort of thing. Like, I am a very kind person and I give freely in all my relationships. And for a long time I didn't have the resource, and I'm not a rich man financially, although I have some resource, some access to resource, but I'm willing to spend all of my money on my partner, but it's not a healthy thing to do, So with my new partner, whoever that is, I'm hoping to meet somebody who at least respects my gifts when I do give them, and tries to give, whether it's time. Maybe you don't have a job or you don't have income, but you want to come out and spend time with me. Maybe you want to help clean up my apartment with me, or my backyard or garden, or maybe you want to, listen to me play music or play music with me. That, to me, is just as much important than buying me lunch or dinner or whatever. There's definitely an exchange there. And there's so much I want to learn and need to learn. I mean, whether it be language or philosophy or culture or even religion, like if you want to share some of that stuff with me. So that's where I'm going with my new partner, my future partner. Meanwhile, I sat there in the sand. After I also did some stretching that I learned in karate. I also did some qigong exercises before that. So I've been incorporating all these things, all these modalities into my Ninja Noir Academy. And I am total beginner, but I have something to offer. And that's what I do on Thursdays at Soul at 11:30 a.m. And we're only asking her a $20 contribution. And, most of that, half of that goes to Soul, half goes to me. So really, if you can support that, if you want to come in, if you want to tip, great. I don't want to raise the price on that. I was thinking about offering a Wednesday class out in nature. I just can't do everything all at once. Today is Wednesday, for example. I'm going to get a beautiful massage that my health insurance pays for, thanks to my life partner, who I'm legally separated with, but we raised a child together. And thanks to her hard work and her job, I have health insurance. And, so we're on the same page, and I check in with her. We have a beautiful daughter together, and they just went on a 2-week vacation. So I took care of their home and their 2 cats, and I love them very much. And it felt really good for them to come home to a nice, clean, safe home. The cats were well cared for. And I bonded with those cats. And I pray for those people every day. I pray for the animals. I pray for them. I pray for my friends who are sick. Today, I received news that a woman passed away. Her name's Betty. And God rest her soul and rest in peace. She was in a lot of pain, and she's been in my prayers for several months. Also, today is it's some sort of Hindu Indian holiday that I learned from another Instagrammer. Is a very important, cool holiday with Shiva and I believe Sati, and it has to do with relationships, and it has to do with how toxic relationship or a codependent one cannot last, and after healing and after shadow work, two people can come together and they're more fully formed. And that's, I guess, what inspired me in the yoga about the whale and the barnacle. I've had relationships where there's been a barnacle on me, and it was sucking me and maybe more than one if I was attached to other people. And I've been working really hard at cutting ties and cords and releasing things, and wow, just learning so much from my fellow YouTubers and readers, and just listening and opening up my mind, and you know where I'm at with my sobriety as well. I put down drinking and smoking pot, and I put that down 7 months ago, and I feel amazing. I do 100 push-ups a day, and really active, and I can't fit it all in. I want to do so much. So thanks for listening today and being open. We'll see where this journey lends itself. My hair is awful. I gotta put some product in. I will see you guys soon. Peace and love. I hope you have a great day. And again, I'm not calling anyone a barnacle in my past, but you know, I just feel like there could be more of an exchange in a healthy way. As I move forward, I look forward to finding the right love in my life. I'm open to it. But right now, you know, I sat on the beach and I created a heart around myself in the sand, and I prayed. And I've been praying every day for the right person to give me love and enter my life. My family supports this decision, and it's amazing. You know, and I forgive those people out there that may have harmed me, and sometimes God works in mysterious ways, you know. So, you know, you never know who's gonna roll up beside you, you know. Yeah, I have a moment. Yeah, sure.
Where should we go?
Just pull around right here if you can. Okay, whatever you want to do, or pull right there. I'll come over. As I said, God works in mysterious ways. Peace and love, everybody.